Welcome back to more Student Union. This is the demo. I'm in a white room, in a white bed, with an ugly blanket. Everything looks clean at a glance. I mean, it's just a yellow blanket. I don't think it's ugly, so to speak. I mean, it works. But a closer look reveals a thin layer of grime and dust. Consciousness returns to me hazily. It's a slow process, but I feel myself getting more lucid while staring at the little cracks in the wall. This is a hospital room. Why? Oh, wait, I remember. Damn it all. Oh, there's a knock at the door. I don't bother responding, but Miss Webb enters. Oh, you're awake. How are you feeling, hon? What happened? You got in a fight after you struck a female student. Holly gave Mr. Jean the details. So basically, last episode, Holly did a really nasty joke on us. Holly and Alice, really. Basically, we opened her locker to find a severed hand, and we were like freaking out, like, holy crap, what's happened to Holly? And then, as we turn the corner, it's like, then we see Holly and Alice, they're both laughing. And then Alice thinks it's a big joke, and we smack Alice, and her ex-boyfriend comes up and, like, fights us. And so, that's why we're in the hospital. Who volunteered them to her, I guess. He maintains her crossed arms. The student who knocked you out was suspended a couple days. It wasn't yet decided what to do about you and the girl. Alice. Yes. Mr. Underwood convinced Principal Decker that he'd be responsible for your punishment. So, who knows if you should feel lucky or not. How'd I get here? Well, Mr. Jean hauled you to the principal's office. Your parents wouldn't pick up the phone and you wouldn't wake up. You called an ambulance then? He was going to, but I said I'd take you to the ER. And, well, here we are. None of your emergency contact numbers will pick up the phone, so I've been stuck here. I look at the clock. It's a little after 10 in the morning. I'm sorry. My weak apology irritates her. I could have called the cops instead. Hey, look, I overreacted, but I'm not the only guilty one. Did you see that prop in my locker? Yes, I overreacted, but damn. You're not completely at fault, but you escalated it. Didn't he fight us? He picked the fight with us. I mean, we did slap her. I guess we started the physical confrontation, but... Can you explain why no one will pick up the phone? I don't know. Why would I know that? Miss Webb sits next to the bed. She tosses my phone on my lap. You have one more emergency contact. Now. Powering it on, I see that Samantha, a new contact, has sent me the message test. I thought that was inappropriate. Your parents are not responding is inappropriate. Thank you. Am I free to go? Oh, she gave us her number. That's nice. Eager? The doctor said you'll be fine with some rest, but you need to come back in a couple weeks to get the stitches out. I turn off my phone and look up. I start to rub my freshly treated wound, but she whacks my hand down. You also need to sign the bill and turn it in at the front desk. I don't have insurance. That's why they have payment plans. Kane should pay, not me. He's the one who put me here. You can hire an attorney to press charges and try that. Want my advice? Sounds like she's just gonna give it either way. Kane's dad won't pay for it. You'd end up spending more trying to collect. I lift up the sheet and start to stand, but Miss Webb places her hand on my knee. Stop. I'll bring the paperwork to you. I obey at first, and my cell buzzes. Uh-oh. The vice principal, we need to talk. It's never good when you see those words, or hear them for that matter. I flip through my text history with Alice and type, I'm really sorry I lost my temper. After staring at the draft message for a while, I decided to delete it. I don't think we should be sorry. That was a horrible, cruel joke. Anyone who does that kind of prank deserves what they get. Can't believe I did that, though. What's wrong with me? I was so on edge. I need to talk to her. I was standing by the window and ready to leave by the time Miss Webb returns. Clearly disapproving of me being out of bed, she provides a clipboard wordlessly. The paperwork churns my stomach, nauseating. X-rays, stitches, doctor fee, administration fee, total of nearly $3,000. Says the office will call and mail me in a couple of business days to set up a payment plan. I sign it. Usually if you go to a hospital and there's like a huge bill, if you just tell them that, you know, I'm having trouble paying it, usually they'll like knock out quite a bit. Can I ride back to school with you? I mean, I don't really have much choice, do I? She looks shocked. What? You don't have to. I can take you home again. No, I want to go back. For what? Turner can wait. It's not that. I just need to. Please, please. He sighs. Okay, don't make me regret it by being even more trouble. I'm ashamed and don't look her in the eye. I won't. I like how our character has a little bandage around his portrait. That's a very nice touch. She leads me out of the facility. It's not long before I'm in the passenger seat of her car again. You're gonna owe me gas money at this rate. My teeth clench while I sit quietly. She looks me over. That was a joke. It could have been worse, you know. Did Rosalind and I do okay in the setup? What? The art supplies in your room. Wow, Roz actually helped. I mean, I had to coax her a little bit, but she knew more than I did. I haven't had time to check for some reason, but I appreciate your help. The ride becomes quiet, and soon we reach the school. I follow Miss Webb indoors while looking at my phone. It's the period just before lunch. She faces me. Put that away and go to class then. Go on. I nod and pocket my phone. Okay, well, thanks again for all your help. Yeah. With a little wave, she moves off, presumably to her own classroom. After she turns the corner, I grab my phone again and walk, not in the direction of my current class. Evan, you're in math, right? Yeah. So can't text much. What happened? I need a favor. Okay, what? Pass Alice a note to meet you in the gym right now. Why? Just do it. Minutes pass. The wall just inside the gym entrance supports me as I stand waiting. Soon I hear a familiar voice approaching. What's with the strategic bathroom breaks? Come in here. In the gym? Oh my, are you attempting to take advantage of my single status? Evan catches view of me as his face flushes. No, crap, no, I'm not. Definitely not. What's that? He tenses at the sight of me. I push off the wall and hold up open palms. I came back to school to apologize. Evan's helping. Alice appraises me silently. Evan interjects. I'm sorry. She glances at him with acknowledgement, then adjusts her glasses. Alice, I lost my temper. I shouldn't have done that. I should never have hit you. I won't press charges, don't worry. No, it's not that. You have nothing anyway. Is that all? Overreacted. I was really worried, and I get it. Are we done? No, you don't. If you want the president role, you can have it. No, you don't understand at all. So help me, damn it, I'm apologizing. Yes, and I do not accept your apology. I don't owe you any satisfaction. The mere fact you are so desperate to apologize, and with major concessions, hours after the incident is proof of the severity of your action. So sit with that, and know that I will not offer you peace of mind. Alice, it's... And you. While she opens the gym door to leave, she holds a glare with Evan. You're a prop. You should learn to think for yourself, or selfish people like him will always take advantage of you. She exits. Okay, Alice is a bitch. What's her deal anyway? Evan rubs his biceps slowly while looking at the linoleum between us. Sorry, I need to go to class. He leaves me alone in the gym. Well, that didn't go as planned. I mean, there is some truth to what she says, but the fact that we were able to basically just give up everything, you know, does prove that we were really out of line with our actions. I'm debating whether I want something to eat today, given I lost my appetite. I have yet to find it. It's very elusive today. I should probably at least eat something. Oh, with a buzz, my cell phone alerts me to another message from Mr. Underwood. Oh boy. Since you have chosen to be present today, please meet me in my office after lunch. Okay, so he knows we're here. I don't want to respond. I don't want to go. I know exactly what's going to happen. Holly gently sits at my table, concern evident in her body language. Are you okay? I'm sorry for what happened. No, it wasn't my idea, and I'm so sorry for freaking you out. Alice didn't want to do it, but I talked her into it. But, yeah, I'm okay. She leans in to inspect me. You don't look okay. Does your eye hurt? I touch my face around my eye and realize it is sore. I hadn't noticed any swelling until just now. You have a black eye? Yeah. She hesitates and shakes her head. And, it doesn't look that bad, just a little dark. Why did you come back? My appetite for learning, I suppose. I haven't actually been to any classes yet, though, but I'm stuck without books anyway. Holly perks up. I got mine! Hey, mister, you're not getting any food today? I put a hand on the table. It's cool and smooth on my palm. I ate at the doctor's office. Oh, well, So what happened this morning exactly? Those big eyes of hers water. I played a really bad joke that hurt my friends. You, Alice, Kane. It's difficult for me to empathize with Kane, that's for sure. I don't remember what happened after he hit me. Mr. Jean was really upset and he said, break it up. You kids are damaging school property. I chuckle at her impression and its contents. That sounds about right. And, well, there's not much else. Look, if you really feel bad, make it up to us. Huh? Crying won't help anyone. Go with me and Alice to Mr. Underwood. Explain what happened. You're just such a butthead. Well, I could use the support, and she doesn't seem to be in a position to refuse. Fine, I'll go too. Great, we're going right after lunch. The smells here are getting to me, so I'm ready to leave now, but I'll wait for her to finish. Uh-oh, my stomach grumbles and I pull my hand from the table. Before Holly can comment, I hold my phone between us. Hey, you indirectly gave me your number, right? Is it okay that I save it? Of course, text me anytime. Anytime at all. Except Saturdays. Or anytime between 6 and 9 p.m. Or any day that ends with a Y. Or I add her to my contacts. Will do. Holly starts to follow up, but notices my impatience and instead finishes her meal. I engage with my phone in the meantime. I can text Rosalind, I guess. See how she's doing. Hey, did you hear about this morning? Kane clocked some kid dumb enough to mess with Alice, right? Well, yeah, me. Texting from a coffin. It's a little dark and cramped, but I'm running out of oxygen. Send help. But for some reason, I thought of you in my last moments. Holly snatches my phone from me. Mister, it's rude to be on your phone in the presence of the divine. It's rude to take something that's not yours, hand it over. I hold out my hand, palm up. She winks and sticks out her tongue. Fine, I'm done anyway. After standing, her soft fingers brush mine while she folds my hand closed over to the cell phone. Secured. Let's go do this. I stand up with a sigh and begin leading her to the administration halls. Along the way, I look back at her. Hey, did Alice ask you to join the student group too? Holly nods. I said no. Okay. What should I say? To Mr. Underwood? Well, I'll introduce you and you'll just tell the truth. Maybe he'll lighten her sentence. She nods again, nervously this time. Come in. Alice and Mr. Underwood are waiting inside, though it feels like Holly and I are interrupting. Alice is sitting stiff in one of the seats across from the desk and looking at the wall, face turned from us. Underwood stands from his desk. He addresses Holly. Oh man, I should do like the southern accent, like you know, Frank Underwood did in freaking House of Cards. How may I help you? No, that's so bad, I can't do it. Mr. Underwood, this is my friend Holly. Alice turns to see Holly, surprised. She wanted to come today with me to help explain what happened today. I pat Holly's back, goading her forward. She steps up gingerly. Mr. Underwood's expression softens. It is nice to meet you, Holly. Take a seat and start from the beginning. Lane, please close the door. I do so and stand to the side, taking care not to lean on the wall. Holly recounts the event, honestly and thoroughly. Alice and I lock eyes when Holly gets to the part about me hitting her, and I look down when we listen to completion. So you see, Lane blamed Alice, and Kane blamed Lane. Kane blamed Lane. Say that like 10 times fast. But it was my bad idea of a joke. Her hands tremble in her lap. I'm the most at fault, sir. Thank you for choosing to come forward. It was very mature. I agree. Guilt is compelling. Mr. Underwood adjusts his rolled-up sleeves as I step forward. She also would like to join the student union, sir. We'll resolve to ensuring that when these kinds of misunderstandings occur, no one should resort to violence. Underwood raises an eyebrow and Holly stares at me incredulously. She then looks at Alice, who merely grins. She's outnumbered. Is that so? Yes, sir? He looks at the ceiling for a few seconds. He's probably deciding what to do with us. Alice finally chimes in. I think Kane's punishment was too severe. Your input is noted. I disagree. He leans forward. In strict terms, both Kane and Lane committed assault. Unacceptable. Both of you girls caused a lot of trouble with your mischief using the fake hand from the drama club. What were you thinking? Sir, I was overly competitive and I took it too far. It was a prank in bad taste, and I realize it now. He glances at me before massaging the bridge of his nose. You three will perform janitorial duties for the next 3 evenings, for 1 hour after school. Ever economical. Will that interfere with the cleaner's work? We do not yet have a janitor this year. Why? Then who's cleaning the stairs? In light of the circumstance, I believe it will provide insight on the school's current needs for your group and represent a team-building exercise. We're still allowed to create the group? Tentatively. I'll do it, sir. I will too. Good. Alice? Of course, sir. Mr. Underwood stands. Thank you all for taking responsibility and making an effort to move past this. I expect we will not need to have a repeat of this conversation. We nod with varying speed. Holly is particularly emphatic. Whew. We three walk down the hall quietly at first, but eventually Holly can't contain her need to vent. Why did you make me go in there and join the club? What the heck? So he lightly punches me in protest, hopping with each bap. Smirk and gently defend myself. Hey, we said no violence, remember? You said several things I don't agree with, mister. With my hand on her head to hold her back, she puffs up. You should feel glad. I could have gotten revenge like in the gangster movies. You were gonna cut off my pinky? If I was feeling poetic, I'd make it your whole hand. Beep. She hops back. Alice watches us with arms crossed. We all got off easy, actually. I continue to address Holly. So I can count your vote, right? It's only fair that if I join to apologize to you, that I vote for Alice to apologize to her, okay? I give her a head pat. She swats it away in mock protest. That's fair enough. Thanks. The bell sounds as Alice treads closer. Her voice travels through the ringing. So you're not quitting after all? No, I guess not. If you accept my apology, I'll consider not keeping you on cleanup duty. I won't do that, but I will work with you if you remain semi-competent. I extend a handshake. It's a deal. Alice stares at my hand long enough to discomfort me, and walks away. Holly shakes my outstretched hand in place of Alice and whispers, Deal. See you after school. See ya. She leaves too. My stomach growls, but I can't hear it over the churn of students around me. I feel the rumble of my abdomen as I go to class. Probably should have ate something for lunch, shouldn't we? Having deciphered the angry stares from yesterday's study hall, Coach decided we could use a free period in the gym today. I sat on the bleachers alone, watching students socialize and play on the basketball court. I'm not looking forward to unpaid cleanup duty after this. I run my fingers through my hair, carefully up to the edges of my bandage. The itchiness irritates me. Does it hurt? Oh, it's Nat. I flinch and turn to the tall girl from yesterday. Oh, Nat, right? She nods. It's not like the bug, right? Well, that's with a G, though. It's sore, but not too bad. What's up? You are pale. My confusion disperses after a second and I chuckle. Oh, you're worried about me. I'm okay. She places a fresh water bottle on the seat near me. You can have this. Huh. You never said why you weren't interested. Inviting her to sit with me, I pat the seat and she hesitates. In the paid student group, I mean. She sits a little further away than my gestures indicated. I may be going home soon. I sure hope so. The day's almost over. No, to my home country. Oh. I opened the bottle and drank. I'm thirstier than I'd realized. Where are you from? Russia. My family may move back. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I can't do a good enough Russian accent to keep it going. What's wrong with you? She stares at me. I'll rephrase. Why do you want to move back? Friends and family. I mean, you have those here too, right? Not my brothers or my boyfriend. The last of the cool water slides down my throat as I upturn the bottle. I cap the empty container. That's hard. I'm sorry. Hope the move back won't be too much of a pain. Thanks for the water. Do you need to leave school? Do I look that bad? You appear unsteady. I smile and shake my head. It's sweet of her to worry. I stand firmly as an example. I'm fine, see? I might take a little walk. Talk to you later? Huh? Later? Later, Gator? Oh, she doesn't get it. It must be an English thing. If she responds non-verbally, I don't see it as I turn and stride into the hall. I check my phone. No one loves me. No messages. Let's text the teacher. How are your classes? This is meant to be an emergency contact line, not a chit-chat line. I've got Mr. Underwood's number too. He's male. Surely you recognize the issue at hand. What are you afraid of? Excuse me? Do you need something? Ooh, she's a little snippy. But to be fair, it is an emergency contact line, and it is inappropriate, for, an underage person to talk to an, very casually to an older authoritative figure of the opposite sex. Do I? I lift my eyes from my phone while entering the classroom. Oh man, graffiti. No one has any respect for anything these days. Prodding under my eye with my forefingers, I inspect myself in front of the sink. I'm pale, and the shiner under my left eye is dark. I splash my face. The door weighs me more than usual, but I push back into the corridor. Only a few steps towards the gym before I stop. Huh, that noise was familiar. It's from the upper floor. When is something exciting going to happen, dang it? This sounds exciting, though. The music's getting all tense. I love it. Just when you thought you could get comfortable in the story. This is, we heard that, we found Miss Webb upstairs last time we investigated, but we didn't find the actual source of the noise. Unless it was her, but I doubt it. We hurry to the stairs, still clean. While climbing, I massage my gums with my tongue. Taste of copper, blood. The second-story hallway comes into view. I shuffle in the direction of the noise, and soon I'm in front of Mr. Underwood's office. I knock on the closed door. Hello, is everything alright? Only silence responds. I'm coming in! Just before my hand touches the knob, it rattles violently. I flinch and step back, staring at the jerking handle. What the hell? What are you doing? I spin on my heel and bump into Nat's chest. She steadies me by the shoulders and pushes me back slightly. Why are you breaking into the office of a teacher? Shaking my head, I sputter a response. No, there's someone in there. Nat stares in my eyes for a few seconds. After evaluating me to satisfaction, she releases me and opens the door. Empty. What? She faces me. We will go back, okay? I don't know what to say. I walk into Mr. Underwood's office. There's no other exit, and the window is closed. Besides, we're on the second floor. I'm not crazy, I think about saying, but I don't say it, because that's exactly what a crazy person would say. I'm not crazy. I'm not. I saw someone. Nat clasps my hands and leads me out, gently closing the door behind us. I lose myself in thought. We near the gym, and I jerk away. Why did you follow me? To help. Why? What do you get? You need me to have a reason? She pauses as I lean on a locker. It is medicine. You think I'm sick? My medicine. When stressed, exhausted, ill, it is a good remedy to help someone else. I rub the back of my neck. Are you going to tell anyone? Not unless you leave again. She means what she says. Sure. I avoid her steady gaze and push off the locker and into the gym. You know, I'm not some sort of troublemaker. With skepticism, she eyes me from top to bottom. I reciprocate, my eyes catching on her features. I have a boyfriend. Is that what's stressing you out? I mean, you don't look sick or tired. She runs her fingers through her hair and watches the students play basketball. It is difficult to be separate. Her eyes flick between me and the other students. Now I bet if you got suspended, they'd have to take you back. Her eyes widen. They? Your parents. Her lips curve at my joke. See, you are trouble. Is it work that keeps your parents here? Yes. I plop on the bleachers and Nat follows. She continues to watch me. Well, if you ever want to talk about it, I owe you one. What do you owe? A favor in return for you not telling anyone about my troublemaking? You forget the water. Okay. Wait, what did you say? 2 then? Okay. Content that I'm now stationary, she retreats to the court in her usual graceful way. I pump my forehead to wipe away the small beads of sweat. What the hell was that noise, though? Evan, remember when you were being paranoid? Do you think I'm always paranoid? You are. I mean, when you said this year was weird. Why? I'm just curious what you meant by it. The school's haunted, I'm sure of it. Ghosts don't exist. What made you think of that? It says Evan's typing. I swallow and glance at the court. Nat performs a crossover, dribbling past 2 defenders into the post. She narrowly misses her layup. Here's some doors slamming? Loud noises from the 2nd floor? Hello? He stopped typing. That's weird. Okay. It's not weird when someone like in the things where you can see where people are typing or message and then they stop and they never say anything at all. It's like, damn it. There's a funny what is it? There's like a comic where a guy's texting this girl he likes and he's like, I like you, and then it says she's typing. And it just keeps saying, like, it just goes on, like, she's typing this huge message. He's like, freaking, like, what is she gonna say? My God, what secrets are gonna come out? And then it just turns out that she just fell asleep on her phone. It was adorable, and the phone was, like, pressing on her nose. It was really cute. People think the worst all the time. That's what I'm getting at. I gathered the bottles of cleaner I'd knocked from the shelf. My first instinct leads me to bend at the waist, which I regret. With a low wince, I straighten and retreat from the dim room, arms cradling the supplies. Mr. Underwood was quicker to text instructions to us in a group text, and Alice was quicker to address Holly and me with instructions of her own. I'm in the mood to sleep, not struggle for control, so, you know, I'm just humoring her. Stepping over the broken glass in my own dried blood, I ease my payload across the desk. Mr. Underwood wanted us to clean the art room and gym today. Coach Jean will apparently hold us accountable. Alice asked that I handle this room while she and Holly take care of on the gym for the hour. I unfurl a plastic trash bag and begin my task. The glass proves easy enough to gather. My blood spattered on, under, and in front of the door is not easy to clean. It's not a lot, but it still managed to cause as much mess as it could. I buff the floor with a damp rag until drops of sweat from my forehead contribute to the lubrication of the cleaning solution. I flake off a good amount of residue, but a few areas are just too stubborn. The label on the bottle informs me of such. This cheap stuff will not cut it. This stuff is so diluted it might as well be water. I'll take the trash to the bin outside and stop by the science lab on the way back. Samantha, will you need a ride home? Oh, I'm sorry, this is emergency text only? Saying no is tempting as a gut reaction. I'd have to walk, though. Yes, please. I'll be ready around 5. Wait in my room when you finish. Thank you, ma'am. Don't call me ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Damn it! I always do that. It's like when people say, stop apologizing. You're like, I'm sorry. No, wait, no. I didn't mean it like that. And it's sorry, it's habit. I deposit the trash bag in the bin outside and head to the science room. Expecting an empty room, I open the door without a knock. Oh my gosh. Ah, get down. She takes me by the wrist and yanks me behind the front desk with her. What the hell? Quiet, close your eyes. Why? She holds my head down firmly as a loud explosion occurs in the middle of the room. Damn it, did you put Mentos in the Coke bottle again? What are you doing? Basic but functional. It's like a bomb went off. Alice stands up with me and we observe the fractured plastic bottle, tipped over dramatically. Thin vapor puffs from the lid and small bits of plastic litter the room. I blink twice and try shaking the ringing out of my ear. What are you doing in here? I thought you were cleaning the gym. Alice looks very happy to answer that. I am producing miniature hydrogen bombs and testing various mechanical methods of production and containment. You know, this does not sound like it is school approved. You're making a bomb? Pump bombs, plural, relax, Neanderthal. It's perfectly safe. I watch the smoldering bottle. It doesn't look like it. What are you doing in here instead of in the gym anyway? I'm interested in the energy production capabilities of the reaction and exploring practical uses via automation. That's great, but we were told to clean up the school. What are you talking about? 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen, high temperature, big boom. Understand? Pea-brain. There are many uses for explosive energy. Think hybrid cars, which utilize the energy released to make a more fuel-efficient vehicle. Where did you get hydrogen at? There's no way we just store that here. I made it simple. There are a few ways to do it, but I combine sodium hydroxide with aluminium. I shake my head. I'm pretty sure that also... What am I thinking of? Pretty sure that also releases toxic vapors if you do that, so don't do that. Okay, whatever, fine. Why are you not cleaning like you're supposed to? She closes the door and I had left open. I'm not going to be a janitor in the future, nor a housewife, so cleaning duty yields no practical experience for me. Yeah, it's called a punishment, bitch. We all had to do it. Doesn't matter, it's punishment. You know, I could tell Mr. Underwood about this. I know that you couldn't tell Mr. Underwood about this. Explain. I'll deny it, and the ensuing conflict would handily destroy any team-building efforts and likely scrap the student unit formation. And you do not want that, so you have no power here. I have all of the power. While you're here, want to be my assistant? She moves to the table and erects the bottle. Don't laugh. No. Did you leave Holly in the gym to do all that work by herself? I did, yes. And you call me selfish? Ooh. I didn't say I wasn't too. You know how to clean up blood. Alice glares at me, glances at the door, and places her hand inside the desk drawer. Since I'm cleaning the art room, I need to clean up my blood from this morning. It dried and won't come up. Oh. She frees her hand from the drawer. You mix a little bleach with water, let it sit on stains for 15 minutes, and wash it up after. Huh. You sure? Of course. I also have a more thorough solution, but the simple method will work for your duties. She waves me away and returns to her task. I hesitate for a second, then open the door to leave. Thanks, I guess. Yep. Whew. I return to cleanup duty. Boy, Alice being in this group is certainly something I'm starting to regret. I dust off the rest of the classroom while waiting for the solution to sit and afterwards rub it clean. Oh, wow, it actually works. Some tiny patches remain on the door. I doubt anyone would complain once seeing this improvement. Or maybe they would. But what's Choke Cherry High? Is that the real name of the school? Choke Cherry? What? Who names these things? Well, the writers did, I guess, but without a few... What's Choke Cherry High without a few blood stains, right? Practically a rite of passage. Holly, will you please help me with the cleaning? Yes, I'm all alone. Please, please, please. Oh man, I'm gonna give her a very tersely worded text later. I could help her. Then again, we're already even in my book. While I'm waiting for Miss Webb, I could check the second floor again. Do I want to help Holly clean or check out the second floor? We have to know. She'll manage. She'll be fine. Sorry, Holly. I'd rather verify my temporary insanity. I would rather verify it too. I need to know if I'm actually going crazy. If I do have a brain injury, I wonder if I can sue the school or the state instead of Kane's dad, huh? They're more likely to settle for a huge amount. Better not mention that thought to Mr. Underwood. I pace the empty halls. I'm unsure of what I'm searching for. But still, I scan the area. Gotta be something here. Oh. I see Miss Webb in a spare classroom all passing. Pencil was sticking out of her mouth and it looked like she was still reviewing projects. On turning the corner, I note something strange. The ceiling is masked with a thin haze. Once I realize it's smoke, my heart skips a beat. Oh my god, the fire alarm doesn't work. I glance back the way I came, considering whether to call Miss Webb. Shaking my head so quickly it makes me dizzy, my eyes dart around the scene. I jog to where the smoke is most dense, outside the girl's restroom. I knock and there's no reply. Is someone smoking in there? Again, same result. I crack the door open. Is anyone in there? What the hell, dude? Rosalind yanks me inside the bathroom and the door behind us closes. You made me waste a smoke. What's the deal? Are you just a pervert? No, jeez. What the deal is that your smoke is out in the hallway. Huh? No way. It is. She shrugs. Guess that door's jankier than it looks. What's wrong with you? You're lucky I'm not Miss Webb. Same's not that scary. Anyway, what are you doing at school so late? I was about to ask you the same thing. Well, one of us has to answer, and I have the home field advantage. I noticed the girls' bathroom was much cleaner than the boys'. It's still a bit grimy, but not a total grease pit. Rosalind snaps her fingers in front of my face. Focus! Why are you still at school? I have cleanup duty. Roz laughs and slaps the sink for emphasis. Holy, you're getting punished for getting beat up. The wonders of the system. It's fair enough, since I slapped Alice. Yeah, I'll help you broke her glasses. What do you have against Alice? Nothing. You look like shit, you know. Sure you want to tease the guy who caught you smoking? The same guy who wants to help me cheat on my homework and beg me for my number? Yeah, I do. I nod and avert my gaze for just a moment. Fair. Hey. I step closer and she gulps. What? Have you heard any strange sounds coming from this floor? No, have you? Mr. Underwood's office for one. Maybe he's fucking a student. Oh man, that's not this kind of game, is it? She holds up a new cigarette, but I catch her wrist with my hand. Your nasty habit needs to wait or you'll get caught. Roz rolls her eyes and tucks her pack into her jeans. And I'm serious about the noises. Loud thuds. Roz grins and walks out of the restroom. I peek out to ensure the hall was empty before following. Where are you going? Well, we clearly need to look into it, right? I stare at her, attempting to decipher her motive in vain. Yeah, I guess so. Let's hit it. She leads me to Mr. Underwood's office door and knocks. I try the knob, but it's locked. Oh, so much for that. She nudges me aside and bends over. Yeah, right. I peer over her shoulder, but she smacks me in the back with her hip. Be patient. There. She eases the door open and strolls inside. It's empty. You can pick locks? You can't? It's as easy as changing a tire or rewiring a light. Well, I don't really know how to do those either. Useless, she says. She ignores me and begins rifling through Mr. Underwood's desk. Hey, what are you doing? I close the door behind us in case someone walks by, and now realize I am now an accomplice. Investigating your noises, of course. Aha! Triumphantly, she holds up a folder named Coursework. Hold on, are you seriously stealing the answers to the homework? He'll notice it's missing. She throws me the folder and I fumble in my hands before clutching it against my chest. Not if you take pictures of the answers. I'll stand look out and knock 3 times if someone's coming. Slow down. I don't agree to any of this. Well, I don't agree to you charging me so much. This saves you time and me money, yeah? No, I'm not doing this. I sit on the edge of Mr. Underwood's desk since the excitement made me feel dizzy. I don't get it. What's the deal? It's okay to help me cheat in one way, but not in another? I mean, neither is really that okay. It's just... That's interesting. What do you mean by that? Roz leans in close, nearly inches from my face and stares into my eyes. This is not helping my dizziness. Nothing at all. We're on the same team, dude. Why don't you think about helping me out a little more? Pretty please? You smell like cigarettes. Ugh. I hate the smell. She laughs slowly. Come on. We're in too deep. What's a little deeper? I avert my gaze and grit my teeth. You're being stupid. Do you think I'm an idiot? Her smile fades and she moves back. Hey, relax. It's just a joke. I look her up and down, look over the file in my hand, and push it back into Mr. Underwood's desk. How about this? I'll give you 2 freebies. Yeah, it would be easier for me to copy it here, but... Roz watches me with curious eyes. Then I wouldn't learn it, and I need to pass the tests after all. Huh. She shrugs. Okay, I guess. Anyway, there's no mystery in here, as you can clearly see. After gesturing at the room she starts out, I step in front of her. What is it now? Gotta stop doing that. If you stop walking away suddenly, I will. Will you... I don't need your permission. Okay, okay. Will you just help me look around for a minute? Or... I don't really know. Then no, man. You be crazy in your own time. She passes me as she leaves. I examine the room. The smell of coffee still lingers, and a copper taste coats the roof of my mouth. There's nothing out of the ordinary here. I'm not sure if that makes me feel better or worse. Oh right, my student file is still in here. Curiosity overpowers me, and I pull my folder from his cabinet. What's in the file? It's detailed, and there's a few pictures of me. That's kind of odd, right? I don't recognize where one of them was taken. Was it from when I worked at the library downtown? I flinch from a noise in the hall. I better go. I close the file, put it back where I found it, and leave. Dang it, I want to see what was in the file. I feel unsteady. My fingers dig into my shirt, beneath the jacket, and above my heart. The smooth polyester cotton fabric conforms to my grip. Ready? My hand returns to my side at the sound of Miss Webb's voice. Yeah, Miss Webb? Her eyes flick over me. Ask me on the way. Do you... Her eyes lock to mine once we reach the first floor. Stay home tomorrow. What? I didn't stutter. Why? My vision blurs and I hold my hand over my eyes. She pulls my hand down. Are you serious? Maybe she's right, but I can't. I have to clean as punishment. You can. You have my permission. Do you know Mr. Underwood well? Rolling her eyes, she resumes her walk. I know him a little. You called him Turner, so I was just curious. What was he like? Like he is now, but happier. Rosalind leans against Miss Webb's car as we approach. She notices my curiosity. Sam's my ride. You normally ride with her? Sometimes, Miss Webb slides into the front seat. It's unlocked. Roz and I join her. Seems like they're in a quiet mood. That definitely works for me right now. I wonder if she's dropping me off or Roz first. My attention turns to the window. I'm so tired, man. What a day. What a day. I smell Miss Webb's lavender air freshener, and I think one of them is wearing a pretty perfume, actually. I drift to sleep just for a bit. Hey, we're here. No, looks like my place is the first stop. Thanks again. Miss Webb offers me a long look. Get some rest. Immediately after I step out, Roz climbs into the front seat to replace me. Shoes, what have I told you? Come on. As I walk away from their arguing, and it's Jester curled in front step, I bend to pet his back. Hey, buddy. This morning I could have sworn you were being stubborn again and stayed inside. Jester lifts his rear to press into my hand. I step in front of the door and hold the knob steady while reaching for my key. But it's not locked. Looking back at where Miss Webb's car was, I confirm they've already left. I hesitate. Opening the door slowly, I step inside the dark entrance. I ease the door closed with an audible click. Light rustling can be heard from my room. I inch toward the kitchen, one hand following the wall to keep me steady. My eyes adjust to the darkness. I slide a large kitchen knife from its holder. The sharp tip faces outward as I wield it with both hands. The rustling continues. I hold my breath and move closer. What was that click? A camera? The sound is more distinct right outside the door to my room. I kick the door open and face the intruder. Ah! What the hell do you? I lower my weapon. What are you doing here? Evan, having pressed himself against the wall, takes a step forward. I was waiting for you. Yeah, why are you messing with my shit, man? I was bored. Wow, I've been here for a minute, huh? I don't hide my irritation. How did you get in? The spare, the key, the extra one you keep behind the stairs. Note to self, don't leave a spare out. You don't have to stop, not on my account. I won't tell anyone. About the key, I mean. My anger fades. I lift the knife again. Guess I'm gonna have to kill you, huh? Very funny. Why are you in the dark? I set the knife on my bedside table and flick the light switch. The light does not turn on. The power's out, I think. Great. I rub my face. Okay, so why are you waiting for me? I couldn't say it in writing. You never know who's gonna see it. Say what? Well, you said it's true. The noise is at school. I think... I hold up my palm. No, it's not. I was joking. You're being ridiculous again. No, I'm not. Well, no, I'm not. Not this time, honest. I sit on my bed. Look, I'm tired today, man. I had a long day. Wayne, I'm serious. I am too. Get out. He doesn't budge. I go in the library instead of study hall in the afternoon. Yeah? Well, it feels like unless there's half the students missing, Coach wouldn't notice. As long as I don't do it too often, it's okay, but I've been doing it more. Oh, congrats on your new level of delinquency. Looks like he's choosing his words carefully while he avoids eye contact with me. I'm not the only one. In there, I mean. I've seen Principal Decker and Mr. Underwood talking. They were arguing today. Arguing about? Well, I couldn't hear well. I think they were talking low, talking quietly. I think Mr. Underwood says something about a sustainable solution. I don't understand the problem. They were just talking. Most everyone at school knows things are tense because funding was cut. I massaged the nape of my neck. That's... well, yeah, but they were really serious. I felt like if they caught me, I'd be in a lot of trouble. Well, yeah, you were skipping class. But why would they keep meeting there to have important conversations? I don't know. But I do know it's probably not as nefarious as you seem to think. How do you know? It's not normal. But it's not really that abnormal. Look, okay, I'll go with you tomorrow if it makes you feel any better. Okay, good. Right at study period, right? Yes, jeez, you need to relax, man. He stares at my bandage. I need to relax? What about you? What about me? Sorry, I just mean, what's going on lately? Are you okay, man? I chuckle. I've got a serious headache, but I'm fine. Why are the lights out? That beats me. I just got home. I'll call the power company later to figure it out. Where's your mom? His concern becomes frustration. Why have you been like this? What's wrong with asking for help? You clearly need it. I stand up. I clearly need help, huh? Evan steps back. I didn't mean it in a bad way. It's not bad. How do you know I need help? What the hell do you know? I don't know. You're right, man. I just think it's okay to ask for help. I'll help if I can. Well, I don't need your fucking help. Then why did you ask me to join the group? Because I knew you'd say yes, because you always do. You rely on me too much, and you obsess over what I'm doing. Get your own damn life. Get a single other friend, if you can. That's oof. You need to leave. Evan gently places the extra key on my dresser and exits. A good night's rest cleared my mind. I'm ready to focus on securing the president's role and earning that part-time job. Unfortunately. You mean Alice's club? Well, no, it's not exactly a club. It's like part-time work for the school, and Alice isn't... Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I've got lab and drama already. I mean, it's not an easy sell. After the girl disappears in the hall among a mass of students, I approach a few more who respond similarly. Some have already heard about it, and I guess from Alice. Those just say they want nothing to do with it, oddly enough. A couple of other students are even repulsed by the idea. No, it doesn't count as extra credit. It's paid, kind of like an internship. But why did they fire so many teachers if they need help? It's stupid. Yeah, you know what? I agree. But you know what? That's not my place. It's a pretty good opportunity for us, though. Uh-huh. I've got to get to class. I stop him with a hand on his shoulder. Me too. Hey, don't you want to make our school better? What the hell? Get off me! Crazy. He shoves past me and I watch him leave. They just aren't interested. And really, why should they be? I'm asking them to be my underling for minimum wage. It makes sense why their seniors are the most annoyed by it. Mr. Fox, was it? Oh, it's a teacher. Look sharp. A gentle hand rests on my shoulder, causing me to turn my attention to Principal Decker. Oh, sorry about that. Everything's okay. Please don't worry. Are you alright? Yes, ma'am. She smiles warmly. Good. I just saw the results of your work yesterday. Your team did well. Our team, huh? That was a real team effort. Thank you. Do you know what we should work on later today? Oh, I'm sure Mr. Underwood will offer more direction. I am pleasantly surprised by this alternative punishment so far. I'm not sure what to say as her eyes move over me slowly. Please don't let your work with Mr. Underwood interfere with your studies, okay? I nod. I won't. I better go to class now. I'll have you know, if anyone's watching this, you need to support this game. Because Principal Decker is she is a stretch goal for the Kickstarter, and it needs like $8,000 more than the baseline to get it. So you need to open up your wallets right now and donate every penny you have. For obvious reasons. Okay. That's wise. Have a good day. At first, I wait for Principal Decker to move, but she just stands there. And then I go to class all awkward. She's weird. It seems like Mr. Underwood should be the principal. He feels like a principal type, and she's like the assistant principal. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but it just feels like that. Yeah, it's worrying. Concentrating in class having been difficult since so many students have refused to listen to the pitch. And effectively, there are only a few hours remaining to talk to students about joining the program. Probably less, given that they also have plans for their free time. I linger in the cafeteria entrance, recognizing that this is a key opportunity. 2 points concern me. One, I don't know whether we have enough students to form the group. Me, Alice, Evan, and Holly. Assuming no one has changed their mind, we need at least one more to even form the group. Students file past me and form a queue, that's a line. I move to a wall outlet to charge my phone. 2, I need to achieve majority vote and secure the president role. Otherwise, we're gonna have this bossing us around the rest of the year. Hey, you space cadet! Alice stands in front of me, pulling me from my thoughts. What? Space? Well, you're definitely not on our planet right now. Why are you ignoring my texts? My phone died. Likely story. Anyway, stop asking everyone to join the group so haphazardly. You're making it more difficult for me to talk to them. That doesn't make sense. I'm just asking. I press my shoulder to the wall. Besides, I'm not asking everyone, just some. No more than you, probably, given how many people you're also sabotaging for me. I don't buy it. She steps closer. You're way too aggressive about it. It's coming off as desperate and putting people off. Students are already disinclined to listen. That's not my fault. Of course they're skeptical. Hey, you want to be my subordinate for a couple hours a week for pittance instead of whatever your other plans were? Oh yes, perhaps I should phrase it exactly like that. Coming from me, maybe there are a few weirdos into that. But you're right. Apathy is a plague on our student body. Yeah, so? She lifts her finger to cut me off. Which is why we need to be more measured about how we approach students. Quality over quantity. We only need one more warm body. We do, huh? I thought you said you already had enough voting for you. Well, that didn't pan out exactly. Anyway, we need another. Wish I could call our bluffs more often. What are you telling me to do? I'm not going to stop asking people. I am requesting that you adjust your strategy such that it is beneficial for both of us. Focus on a few likely candidates to groom. So you can focus on lying to people to collect more votes? She disengages physically, turning away. Think what you will, but if you ponder it, you realize my advice is sound. Alright. Before you go, have you seen Evan today? Evan, huh? Tough one. He's like a ghost. No, he's absent. He wasn't in calculus. Why? We're not telling us shit. I was gonna ask him to help recruit people. Good thing he's out then. Nice. Later then. Think about what I said. Sure. Later. She adds herself to the line of students getting their lunch, and I sit down to review my missed texts. Sure enough, she sent me a few this morning, chastising my recruitment approach. I also have one from Roz. Yo, I have weekend math homework. Want to meet? Yeah, but probably tomorrow. Is that okay? Yep. Okay, easy enough. I hold my head and lean forward on the table. Alice is right that I need to choose wisely. Okay, then who? I turn my phone in my palm and rub my thumb over the smooth touchscreen. Roz would never go for it, would she? I spot Mr. Underwood walking towards me, straighten my back. He has a full lunch tray in hand and a coffee mug in the other. Boy, the music stopped. That's not good, right? Morning, sir. Clack, he places the tray in front of me and sits. Good morning, Lane. Is this mine? He traces the rim of his drink with his forefingers and stares at me for a few seconds. Yes, I've heard you've not been taking care of yourself. I want to check on you. Thanks, I'm not a lot hungry, though. Regardless, that is yours. How have you been feeling? Well, yesterday was rough, but today is much better, I think. You normally eat in the lunchroom? He smiles. Most often, I make use of my office. I begin eating, since I'm actually starving to death. Like I can feel my body wasting away. He takes a slow drink and doesn't point out my contradiction, probably out of politeness. Mr. Jean reported that the gym is still untouched. What? I thought Holly cleaned it. That. Oh my God. I hesitate. We were focused on the broken glass and dried blood, and that took a little longer than we thought. And I think we're also learning how to work together efficiently. I quickly add a final note. We'll improve. Rome wasn't built in a day, sir. I see. I resume my meal as he relaxes. His comfort doesn't bode well for any chances of breaking away. I'll make the best of it. Have you talked with the school board about the group? I have. There have been a lot of pushback from those who believe that student programs should be purely academic. Do you mean it won't be an option? He looks into my eyes. It will. The 5-count threshold will be an absolute minimum, however. If you can gather more, my arguments will hold more weight. Honestly, it's been a bit hard. Nothing worth doing is easy. I wonder to myself whether or not that's true. Would you be able to help? I know you're busy. In general, I need to be a passive observer and overseer for it to be a success, Mr. Lane. Sorry, but why? The point is that capable students are able to act as a competent and self-motivated unit. You recognize that I have limited time? He straightens his back a small stretch. The more effective you are without my aid, the more likely you will win additional hours of work. Do you understand? Yes. There is also concern with risk when formally employing students. I will need to absorb that risk, pay in cash, structured carefully. The upfront time investment for me is quite high, you see. What did they say about what happened yesterday? I avoid eye contact. Elaborate. The fight. The incident with Alice and Kane. He takes a long drink of his coffee. He then smiles. They are not aware of it. What? Wait, why wouldn't they be? Only a few faculty members know of the incident, and all have agreed to leave it to my discretion. And I'm a very discreet individual, as you should know. You are being punished for it, and you understand the unacceptable behavior. I see no need to complicate our project or make it public record. Do you? Quickly, I shake my head. No, thank you. Thank you a lot. You have no idea how much this means to me. He stands. Take care of me and I'll take care of you. Be sure to eat and find a good working rhythm with Alice. Yes, sir. Mr. Underwood exits the cafeteria and I resume eating. I do apologize if you hate my southern accent, but you know what? I don't really care. A twinge of guilt passes over me, but I notice I won't be able to contemplate it for long. Oh boy. Miss Sunshine herself is here. Finally, fate wants to pull us apart. What's up with that? What are you talking about? Her sleeve-covered hands smack the table for emphasis. I have to maneuver around Alice and Scarywood to see you now. Alice doesn't want you to talk to me? Figures? No, well, okay, sort of. Anyway, why are you afraid of Mr. Underwood? He's really serious. Oh, he's a sweetheart. I grin. Does that grand goddess take on the form of a frightened animal in the presence of her superiors? He snatches my only slice of pizza. Failing to stop her, I swipe the air and my reflexes are slower than usual. I hope you remembered the blood pact, boy. Consider repaid. Could we complete the pact tomorrow? I'm hungry. She licks the pizza from top to bottom, making a show of it. My cooties have claimed this morsel mortal. I facepalm. No, you know what? Taunting me, she wiggles as she takes a bite of the slice. I'm okay with a lick or two from you. You'll just get slobber, boy. Speaking of being dirty, you didn't clean the gym yesterday, did you? What were you doing? Beep. Get back here. She runs away frantically, bumping into a student and walking to his seat, which causes him to spill his drink. She apologizes without stopping and angrily shouts after her. Oh, she has way too much energy for me right now. While adjusting my bandage, I watch the students chatting around me. We're like an hour in. I guess I'll keep playing until a good stopping point. Right after this afternoon's library visit, I need to choose a single person and convince them. No matter what, I need to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. My still bruised face looks back at me in the mirror. The swelling hasn't gone down much, and I expect I'll be carrying this proof of defeat for a few more days. Evan's been out the entire day, and he also hasn't texted me. That's fine, though. For recruitment, I've narrowed down to 2 decent candidates. I could ask Raj. She may be willing to be a member in name only. She wouldn't have to really do anything, and I'd offer her to do her homework as much as she likes. That's a pretty convincing, agreement, I feel. Then again, that could be pretty burdensome for me. The other option's Nat. She's stubborn, but she's got to be lonely. She may be open to it if I push more. I step out of the restroom and stroll to the school library through the empty hall. I'd like to say that I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing this without Evan, but I know why. If I'm honest, it's because I'm worried he could be right. The library door hangs open in front of me. If I recall, it's normally kept closed and locked, actually. I may be invading Mr. Underwood's privacy, so I steel myself for whatever I could find. I'm just taking a casual look in the library and skipping class to do it. I look back and wonder if I should just leave. I go in. Immediately I see Natasha bent over on her hands and knees with her head under her table. Nat? She hits her head on the table as she stands. Oh, you? That's me. What are you doing? Her relaxed eyes scan me from head to toe. What are you doing? I rub my sore eye. Look, I know turnabout is fair play, but it's rude to answer a question with a question. She's watching me patiently. It's almost unnerving how still she can be. Fine, I came here to look for a book for Mr. Underwood. A lie. Why do you say that? Your body's honest. Are you suspicious again? Her poker face is unwavering. I'm not making trouble. I said I wouldn't again, didn't I? I warned you that I will expose you to the teacher if you allow poor decisions twice. Fine, and you? What class are you supposed to be in right now? Gym, and I will attend soon. But we're both being naughty. She steps closer. Does provocative language pleasure you? Yes, it does. What's under the table, anyway? Nothing now. I took back a personal item. Oh, you dropped something. Lane? What? You need rest. Please stop humoring your suspicions. It's not mine, it's Evan's. He wanted me to take a look in here. Or? He thought Mr. Underwood and Principal Decker were arguing in here. Her eyes leave me as she adjusts her hair. So, we will look together, okay? Then we will both go to class. She takes my hand and leads me deeper inside. I do not object, and mutter a reply. Well, that works. We can make it quick. Yes. As we walk between bookshelves, I realize I'm distracted by the physical contact. Her hand grips mine securely. It's not as soft as I expected. Her palms are mildly calloused. You don't need to hold my hand. I'll follow you. I pull away from her, triggering a small ripple of disappointment within myself. Aw. Okay. You shouldn't do it anyway, yeah? It's not romance, it's like leading a child. I'm wounded, not helpless. What are we looking for? She smiles. You're missing marbles. Very funny. I feel much better today. What about you? She continues marching through the library and I follow. I am okay. You're lonely. He locks eyes with me for only an instant. Maybe some. Homesickness. My boyfriend calls every day, though. Sounds like a healthy relationship. Do you have those? No, not yet. I've been working on it. She steps onto a stool and holds her face close to a row of books. What are you doing? Do you smell it? I sniff and close my eyes. No. She hops down and resumes her patrol. What do you smell? Nothing, I was wrong. Are you happy yet? No, but I'm working on that too. I meant with the search. My face shades red. Oh, I think so? Are you happy? I'm also working for it. For the room, I'm satisfied. We will not find evidence here. Yeah, I'll agree there's nothing to see. Thanks for humoring me. You find me funny? No, I meant thank you for your help. Without a perceptible response, she leads me to the entrance. Before we leave, will you please give me your phone number? Nat lifts her phone without hesitation. Was she going to suggest it too? Okay. That was easy. I add her to my contacts. Text me when you feel suspicious. I will help you from getting in trouble. Aww. Well, I can't promise to do it every time. She stares at me with her poker face. Okay, I'll try. You owe me 3 now, is it right? Well, since you never gave me a straight answer, we'll call it 2. Time for class. I take a seat at the table she was previously underneath. I'm gonna catch up on some missed texts first. You go ahead. He frowns. Oh, come on. I'll go soon. We'll call it 3 after all. The number will mean nothing if it forever grows. That's a good point. Very profound. With an exhale, she moves to the door. I will return if you do not tell me that you leave soon. I wave her off. That's fine. I'll just be a minute. She leaves and I review missed messages from Miss Webb. How are you doing? That's the emergency line, right? Do you need a lift? I'll be around if you do. She's considerate. I'm not sure, but I'll let you know soon. We'll leave you if you're not ready by 6. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. I pull back from the table and move around the room. There's got to be something here, okay? I'm not going to quit the episode yet because I want to see what happens. Is there really going to be a rendezvous here? There are many books here and dust layers the spines. The shelves are equally dirty, which adds to the feeling that this whole area was just kind of abandoned. My tongue presses to... Okay, I thought he was licking the books for a moment. I'm like, that's a little weird, but... There's that metallic taste again. It's faint, but it's just like before. Can't tell if it's me or this nasty building. A knock on the door. Tasha left open earlier. She's trying to pull me back to class already? I move closer. Turner? Shit. Oh, no. Principal Decker sees me. We both flinch in surprise. Oh, Wayne, what are you doing? She was waiting for Turner, the vice principal. He was not here. Damn it, what's my excuse? I was checking out a book and cleaning. I'm sorry. Hold on, please. What? Okay, I don't know why I apologize. I'm sorry. That's alright. We were both a bit startled. Why are you here? I often patrol the school grounds. Do you have permission to be here right now? I avert my eyes. No, ma'am. I just thought... I talked to you about this morning, didn't I? He steps closer. You should not let your project with Mr. Underwood interfere with your studies. Sorry, I just... Please tell me how the library was unlocked. How did you get in? A key is needed to lock or unlock this door. Shit, if that's true, I'm caught. Wait, we didn't have the key. Nat had the key. The door was unlocked, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Let me help you, alright? Please tell me the truth. I stare at my shoes. Her fingertips raise my head. Wait, her fingertips raise my head and she looks me in the eyes. Please. You can tell me. I blush and step back. Okay. I saw you, Mr. Underwood, in here. Her eyes widen. I was worried and I didn't know what to do, so... Her expression is gravely serious and it's causing me to fumble my composure. It's just that I wanted to make sure you were okay. There was a lot of tension. We have not actually seen any of this. We're just going by what Evan was telling us. She flushes and begins to pace. I'm glad she also needs to think because I have no idea how to explain the door. Did you hear what we said? I shake my head. I heard enough. We should have called her bluff. We should have been like, yeah, I heard what I needed to hear. Which is none of it, sadly. No. Does anyone else know? Wait. I know better than to complicate this. Honestly, I shouldn't say the door was unlocked earlier either. No, I wanted to learn more first. Good. Okay. Listen, Lynn, we need to keep this between the two of us. Sure. But we just said we didn't hear anything. But she should have just been like, oh, well, we were just talking. But maybe it's okay. Okay. She steps close again, this time glaring into me. No, I'm really serious. You can't say anything to anyone. Promise me. Swear it. Okay. I didn't even really say anything. What were you fighting about? Grown-up things. No offense, but I'm basically an adult, you know. How do I know you're not being hurt? She steps back, her face showing complex bursts of emotion. I guess I can't expect you to trust me if I don't trust you. Well, I agree with her, but simply stare at her. My heart races. She's so sincere. Okay, I'll just say it. Her voice lowers. I'm in a relationship with Mr. Underwood. A wave of release crashes over me. Oh, well, why is that bad? He blushes fiercely and maintains a whisper. I'm married to another man. Oh, okay. I can see why it's a little weird now. I really don't know what to say. I mean, what do you say in this situation, right? You don't have to say anything. In fact, you can't say anything. This has to be a secret. Do you understand? This would absolutely destroy both of us. Her eyes plead with me, and I swallow. Yes, I promise I won't tell anyone, Miss Decker. Her chest swells with heavy breath. Okay. It's really not my business. You still need to tell me more about what you've been doing to get in and out of here. Why don't we move to my office and finish this? I can't, not now. I know it's important, and I promise you that I'm not getting up to trouble. What? Why can't we talk now? I have to convince another student to join our group before tomorrow morning. She doesn't like that answer, but it's actually true. Kind of. Principal Decker glances at her watch. Listen, please, this conversation is not over. You still owe me answers. I will promise not to tell anyone either, but will you meet me in my office later? I need to understand for myself what you're doing and why you're doing it. I must feel like she needs control, which makes sense, you know. She wants to control the situation. She doesn't want someone to squeal on her, because obviously it would destroy her marriage, and, you know, obviously Mr. Underwood's, if he's married, I don't know, but probably not. She really doesn't want to risk me telling anyone about what Evan saw. The balance of power in this conversation levels out. It almost feels like I'm blackmailing her for time. I understand. Can I go to your office tomorrow after school? Tomorrow? She closes her eyes to gather composure. Okay, tomorrow after school, and after you and your friends have finished your cleaning work, I'll be in my office. Thank you, I really appreciate it. With a slow start, I move past her. She slaps my shoulder with a soft touch. Please don't even hint it to anyone, not even Mr. Underwood. I promise. She doesn't need a wrap. She's got her own. I walk the hell out of there, placing a hand over my chest as I enter the hall. That was not what I expected at all. I expected something a lot more like, I guess, sinister. You know, but yeah, with that said, let's see. Fast walking the corridor, I quickly leave my phone. Natasha needs to be assured. Don't go back. I'm heading to class now. Okay. Well, I think that's a good stopping point. What do you think? If you like the video, make sure to like the video. Check it out on Kickstarter. There should still be a little bit of time left to donate and, you know, to support the game. $20 gets you the game, and obviously anything extra is just, you know, gravy on top of it. So I will see you all next time on part 3 of Student Union. Have a good day, everybody, and as always, take care.